Alrighty folks, want to welcome you back to another video from Yates Computers Tips and Reviews. So, now that everybody should be getting newer computers with Windows 11, Windows 12, there's some newer tech that's been out there for a while that you might be interested in getting your hands on, playing with. And I'm talking about screen mirroring, sharing, what is the other crap? Casting. Casting, streaming, mirroring is basically sending your video signal from your device, your phone, your tablet, whatever things, to a device wirelessly. Now, this could be a bad thing. This could be a good thing. The biggest problem I have seen with this issue is the refresh rate. To watch videos and other type of stuff, so it could be choppy, it can be glitchy, it could be freezing up, it could be a little bit of glitchiness. So, for this video from Yates Computers Tips and Reviews, this is what I wanted to cover and point these factors out, because this might be something that you're not using, that your TV already has the capabilities of, but you might, with the newest technology, the newest Wi-Fi's and the newest stuff. I know there's a Microsoft brand that advertises 4K that seems to do a fairly well job of broadcasting video. But, of course, it was a little choppy, but we weren't playing pure video. We were playing video off of a website that is compressed and other things to it, so it's not a pure clean video from the source. But that was where we were testing from to see what the video refresh rate was, what the size was, the pixels, all of those type of things that I'm still experimenting with. So I wanted to do a little quick video and explain this, because you'll hear this a lot, and you'll hear mirroring. Oh, just mirror your device to the TV, mirror this. Casting, that is actually just a brand type of thing where a certain company has it patented or copyrighted or whatever you want to call it. That is the term of casting. Mirroring and screen sharing are basically the same thing. So some TVs, you might go on to it, it'll ask you, do you want to share? Do you want to mirror? Do you want to cast? It'll give you the different options. Most of it is the same thing. If you're casting from your tablet, or if you're casting from your phone, if you're sharing from your phone, if you're sharing from your tablet, if you're sharing from your computer, if it has the right capabilities and technologies in it, it's all interchangeable. So this is one of the little things I wanted to bring out, because I don't think I've heard anybody really bring this out. This is something that I knew has been out for maybe 5 or 6 years. Haven't used it. If I have, it was to share some photos. It wasn't to do video casting. It wasn't to do any kind of presentation. Now, for presentations and stuff, it works very well, because now you don't have to have a physical wire. So, if you're in an environment, home environment, whatever, business, even a home environment. Let's say you have people coming over and you want to show your photos of a trip or anything of that sort. You can then cast it to the TV. You have a big 60, 70 inch TV is better than your little 14, 15, 12 inch monitor that everybody has to look at. Or your little phone screen. Oh, look, you can put it on that big 60 inch TV where people can see. So, this was kind of an interesting little subject. I wanted to do a little short video on it, just to make people aware and to know there are pros and cons to it. And like I said, if you're going to do videos and stuff like that, you're better off using a hard line, an HDMI line or whatever, and hook to it. But it's something you can do that may not cost you a penny. You might already have it on your TV and on your device, and you can use the tech. as long as you know where it's at and how to get to it. To even know you have it, because you've had that TV for a year, you've never used it. It's a thing that came standard on your TV, but you bought a TV. You buy a smart TV or Roku TV or, Amazon TV, whatever. You bought it just a TV that has that service you wanted. Not realizing it has other features on there that might be available to you. I know some TVs have some proprietary software on them also that are screen sharing, mirroring, cloning type of software that are available. And I've seen that, and I've also seen where it asks you, do you want to mirror or share a video feed? And it also has that specific software on there. They're two different softwares that do the same job. So this is where the rabbit hole effect comes in place. Because now you have basically 3, 4, 5 names for the same thing. You can do it from different kinds of devices, where this might say mirroring, this might say sharing, but they'll work together. So it's kind of an interesting thing because it's the same thing just with a different name. On phones, I've mirrored it to a sharing device. So it's the same. So that was what I wanted to press out there so people are aware. Because I don't hear anybody talking about it. I assume anybody who wants to share or mirror or whatever already has that information out there that they know. And again, this is something I guess they think everybody should know, that this is just common knowledge. But if you're not using it and haven't needed to use for it, don't even know you got it, because you never even looked to see if you got it, because why would you look if you're not using it? Now you have the option to use it because you got it. And what's it cost you? Nothing. So this was the point I wanted to bring out, because this is kind of a standard tech that's out there. A lot of devices have wireless in it, have Bluetooth in it. Bluetooth keyboards, brought it up, little keyboards. You can bring up the browser on certain TVs, hook that Bluetooth or wireless keyboard up to that TV, and you can type letters and emails and stuff from your TV. So these are some of those little issues that I've not heard a lot of people talk about. Not to mention Bluetooth keyboard. Maybe you're looking for a certain kind of specific movie and it has a search bar. Instead of moving all around the little thing, you can push the little buttons and type in what you need. I know this is something a lot of heavy tech use people already know, but this is not something that is really, I think, generally fed out there for people to know. So this is what this video was about, the awareness of this, and to let people know that this tech is out there. It might be already in your home, it might be available, and you might already have the technology for it. And if you don't in your current device, odds are when you buy your new ones that are compatible for Windows 11, Windows 12, it probably will. And you're not going to be really probably looking for that option, because you're going to be looking for the compatibility so you can get your security updates and be safe and have all your current stuff and be updated. And that's going to be your key reason. And not to mention, that newer device should be a lot faster than your older device. Because of all the technology, how it's leaped and moved up, everything's so much faster. Those are going to be the key features you're probably looking at. Going from a solid state drive to an M.2, or even going from an old spinning mechanical to an M.2, that's going to be a huge performance difference. Memory differences. DDR1, DDR2, hopefully you're at least in the DDRs. Going to a DDR4, DDR5 is going to make a difference. There's a lot of variables there that you're probably not going to even look at this factor. And once you got it, or if you bought one, or if you have a newer one like I do, and you're still using the older one, because it's on its last leg, I'm just waiting for it to pretty much go, because I got to buy the few things that I need to so I can be in multiple places with it. I've got most of that, so I'm pretty much getting to the point where the old one's going to be going out pretty soon. That you might have some of these features already available for you that you might be interested in changing out and upgrading a little quicker to have the capabilities. So this was one of those things that I thought was interesting, because when you buy the tech, you're not looking for it, but it's already there standard that probably a lot of people aren't using, and you don't really realize it's there. A lot of TVs that had wireless technology in it that you probably never used. Oh, there's a network port, you just plug that in. Or TVs had network ports for the longest time. Nobody used them. They used the wireless, opposite way around. Pros and cons to that. Why you'd want to use wired over wireless, speed-wise, bandwidth-wise, throttling, all of those type of things. Because what kind of CPU and stuff was in here that now it has to compile all of that wireless technology stuff to broadcast out, where network is usually lower latency and lower strain on the TV. Usually a higher bandwidth. Again, that gets into your network, that gets into a lot of stuff. This year's quiz, this is why this is also still the rabbit hole. So this is really the little subject that I wanted to bring up, because it might be helpful to some people, especially businesses. Need to train your employees, need to show them something. New policy, new rules, new POS, new something that you need to train someone on. Business practices, safety, phishing videos, education of stuff that I have to try to inform people. These might be helpful to stream and cast onto a TV. So you can have a meeting and 10 people can see it. 15 people, 20, 100 people can see it all in that TV. So this was the reason why I wanted to do this video, was to inform and bring this out, because I really don't hear anybody talking about it. It's all build computer, how to put in this massive CPU and put in this massive hard drives and put in 20 terabyte. Nobody cares. Unless you're into a big business. And if you're into a big organization, you probably already have someone that knows how to do a lot of that. To me, it's interesting to see, because I deal with it. As a home user, you probably don't deal with it. As a home user, you probably think it's just cool to see because it's way up there. So, these are why I do my videos. I want to thank everybody for watching. I'm going to wrap this one up. Keep it somewhat short because it's not a lot. It's just bringing out that key factor that people probably don't know, that you probably already have the tech that you can use, and understanding that the three are actually the same. And there's more names for it. There's, like I said, there's the different software out there and different TVs and stuff that is basically the same. It's casting, mirroring, and sharing. It's just with a different flavor or name. But it's basically all the same. Maybe you have to use a very specific software to do it. It could encrypt it. It could do a couple little other things. That's where the rabbit hole comes in. You can look into that, do your research, do your homework. And that's it. Thank you all so much. Make sure you subscribe. Watch all the videos, past and present. Thank you.